So at this point, we created our virtual environment and we started a project. And that's pretty much where we're at. What we're going to do next is we are going to be creating the database itself. When we first come in to a new app, there are some database modules created for us. They are created as models, which are just Python classes, and they are primarily used for administration. And the command that we need to execute to actually create the database and the tables is the migrate command. So we will be executing that migrate command. And once we do that, we will be able to run our application. So where we need to be to execute this command, we do not want to be in our subdirectory here. We need to go up a level. Okay, so now we're in the main learning log. We are still in our virtual environment. So it's Python space manage.py space migrate. And you'll notice that a lot of what it's applying deals with authorization and administration because that's all that's in that default project. We haven't created any of our own models yet. So right out of the box, we are able to run our app and test it. And it is a good idea to do that to make sure that everything was set up properly. So anytime you want to run the app, what you have to do is key in Python space manage.py space run server, all one word. Okay, while you are testing your app, anytime you want to look at it in a web browser, you have to have this command running. Okay, and as you execute commands at your site, it will start printing output. Like right now, it says to quit the server in this window. I would make sure my cursor was in there and press Control and break. But as I'm in the app executing commands, it is recording output in the command prompt window. If I run into an error, there's information about the error in this window. Okay, so this window is kind of critical to what we're going to be doing into Django. And it should be open, and you should have the server running in here the whole time you want to use it. So once you have this running, how do you see it in the browser? It does not automatically pop open. What you have to do is go to a tab, and there's two different ways you can bring this up. The easiest thing for me to remember is just to key in localhost :8000. And if you see this, that means it worked. The other way you can key it in is with the numeric equivalent. Okay, so that is 127.0.0.1:8000. 8000 is the port that it is opening the app in. Sometimes on different computers, you may have an application using that port. Okay, and if that happens to you, you can actually tell it to use a different port. And I have those instructions down here for you. Okay, so if you get that error, okay, and you'll see it in the command prompt window, okay, you will see it's not going to launch normally. Okay, you will see that there is a problem. Okay, and then if that happens, then you can execute the command and you can specify the port number. If that port number is used, change it to 8002. If that's used, change it to 8003 and keep going until you have an open port and you can run your app.